my Jordan year. I am living with no fear, moving myself from here to here. I elevate because I am a woman of faith.
Okay, hello and hi fellow humans, welcome back to my channel Dumelang Bagolo Africa. For all of you who don't know, hi, my name is Gamu and welcome to Everyday with Gamu. Thank you so much for taking the time to like, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you to all of my returning superstars. I love you all one by one. Thank you to all 128 of you for taking the time each and every single day. I genuinely appreciate it. As you can see, new intro, because we're documenting the rise, are we not? I felt a new intro was necessary given that today is week 2 of our 12-week year. For all of you who don't know, you'd have to check out my earlier videos. I'm not sure, but it's on Everyday Season 1. So we're on Season 1 still. So just check out the playlist for Everyday Season 1. I'll tag it above here. So like I was saying, we are going to follow the 12-week year method, and just so we can keep track and keep inventory of our time and what we do with our every single day, right? Which is why, if you guys can remember, this is why we purchased this calendar. So yeah, oh actually the name of the title of the video, sorry, I just remembered, it's the Vision Board Prayer Board 1. Anywho, yeah, so I figured that this would be a great way for us to keep track and keep inventory of how we spend our time and what we're doing with our time throughout the week, so that we're not confused about what that looks like for us. So I figured that Sunday's videos are going to be literally us going through what we did throughout the week, just to make sure that we're in alignment with our 12-week year and our goals. I'm going to show you. This is why I was saying it's very important for the calendar buffet. Calendar. You know, once you start owning a calendar, not that we don't have, like our phones have calendars and stuff like that, but it's not the same. Well, for me personally, it's not the same, because yes, you can do it on your phone, but my notifications are all off. I switch off all of my notifications. The only notification I get, alarm in the morning, and I do that intentionally because I don't like my phone buzzing. I think social media is a distraction on top of that. So outside of the regular sabbaticals that I take, I switch all of my notifications on. So even when you try to message me on socials, it takes me a long time to actually see the message itself, only because I keep zing phone every now and again. I'm not a fan of that. So yeah, so my notifications are all off. I highly recommend it. It's very peaceful on the side. My notifications for all socials, for all calendar events are off. So because of that, it doesn't make sense for me to use the phone calendar. It only makes sense for me to have these. So this is where we're at so far. Since we're on week 2, I've been writing each and every single thing down and ticking it as we go, right? There are some crosses here because there are some days where I didn't do certain things, but I figured if in a day we have like 6 or 7 things to do and there's 2 crosses, it's still a win. Do you understand? Because 5 out of the 7 is done. But a non-negotiable for me, going into the inventory of the week, a non-negotiable for me is the working out every day one. For this month, I had said I'll do 6 out of 7 workouts in a week, which is what I've done. Yesterday, I didn't work out. Usually, my non-working out days are Sunday, but because I didn't work out yesterday, I figured that today's workout would cover yesterday. So I still did my 6 out of 7. So firstly, round of applause to me. So yeah, so it's the working out, let me see, and then reading the word and prayer. Like I was saying, it's very important for us to exercise the principle of first, not second, and this is in relation to Papa God and God's word. I really want there to be structure in my life that I know very well, that the first seconds of my day are dedicated to time with the Father, because as soon as I wake up, the only reason I'm here is because Papa God wills it for me to be here. It only makes sense that the first thing you do when you wake up is speak to the Father. This is just for me. It might work differently for other people. I think everybody's different, but for me, the principle of first, not second, just like how when you tithe with your first. You don't wait until you pay all of your bills, then you tithe. Go do the first thing. So it's like that type of concept. So I'm trying to exercise that concept throughout my whole life and making sure that Papa God is first in everything that I do, even in making decisions, even in changing my mind about something. Papa God being first. So yeah, so that's the first non-negotiable. reading the word and praying every single morning as the first thing, praying in the AMs too, shooting a YouTube video. Here we are. Shooting the TikToks. That's the one where I had the crosses. I didn't shoot every day on TikTok, but I shot every day on YouTube, which is absolutely amazing. But yeah, let's see what else. Then there's a whole bunch of other things, like for example, mine have a lot to do with my personal goals, and even outside of that, my physical goals as well, like drinking a minimum of 2 bottles of water a day. Today I only drank 1. I'm going to drink my second one just now, instead of having tea, which sucks because I'd really love to have some tea. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I hope that, yeah, I didn't want this video to be long. I say this all the time, that the video is not going to be long, and guess what happens? The video becomes long. Tell me why I keep playing myself. Anywho, but yeah, I just wanted to do these videos every Sunday so that everybody is aware and is aligned of what it looks like to follow a 12-week year. We are accountable with our time every day. Make sure that you do it the night before when you're writing out the list of the things that you need to get done, and cross them out as the day is progressing. I don't want to leave things for the day of, because then I end up doing things and forgetting that I did certain things throughout the day, right? So yeah, that's just pretty much today's inventory video. Every Sunday we'll be talking about our inventory, and if you really got the time to do what you said you were going to do. Not even the time, if you stuck to your word. I think this is why we're doing these videos, right? As accountability buddies. So whoever is doing these videos with me, I hope that you know that it is very possible for you to stick to your word. And even outside of that, if you find a system in which you're not reaching your goals as you would, or you're not getting to a place where you're comfortable with the progress that you're making, write these things down, see what needs to change. Why stick to things that don't work, right? The purpose of us doing this is because we're trying something new, and I think that's the one main theme I want to focus on this channel, is making sure that if something doesn't work, we try something else. But don't sit with something that doesn't work and wait for December, the year if and you're on some, okay, wow, I should have tried something differently. No, I think there's a lot of time for us to try new things and see what works and what doesn't, but also be patient with yourself. You know, it's not easy to change habits, but it is a decision away. So as much as it's not easy, it still needs to get done, right? The road less traveled sounds harder, but it's harder getting to the end of the year and realizing that you haven't reached your vision or your goals. Like I said, not everything's going to be perfect, right? But it is the thought that counts, and it is the action that counts. Let's not leave it at thought also. I know some of y'all, and I mean some of y'all as in what I used to do a lot, so don't just leave it as a thought. Let it be action also put together with the thought, right? So yeah, I'll see you next week Sunday for our next progress video. But for Every Day with Kamu, see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I am going to try something different as well. Yeah, for my workout, I think I'm going to add some more time to it. I've been doing 45-minute workouts, so I'm going to do an hour, and let's see how that goes. But yeah, every day we're progressing, every day we're moving forward. Do you know why? Because we're superstars and we're successful, and we are who God says we are. And guess who that is? Joint heirs with Christ. And guess what that means? Inheritance, boo. And you know what that inheritance means? That inheritance means that we are conquerors above everything else. Went on a tangent, but it's all true. So yeah, don't forget to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Road to 10k subbies. And thank you to all of my superstars. I love you all one by one, like I said. And if you are new here, make sure that you turn on your notification bell to see every time I upload, which is every day, so you can join the family. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.